Wheeze up. All love to you guys for rocking and rolling with your boy. Love y'all for doing this. We about to do this. Sorry for a little bit of the delay. The way my social media team and the thumbnail dude was working this morning was a little slower than normal, but we on the same page now. Love for y'all as we going to talk about Kevin Durant responding to LeBron James's move to the 76ers. And a lot of people saying he didn't create a super team, he created a super duper team. So KD responds to that. We get into which one is better, which one is worse, etc. Shady and Acho have a big debate over Tony Romo's future. Some are saying he needs to take the money and run, and some are saying he needs to sit down and make them fire him. A lot of conversation about that. Rich Paul reacts to Charles Barkley and others out there, Bam Adebayo, now kind of being LeBron haters, they say, talking about the ring chasing, talking about he's not a top 5 player, etc. So the negative comments around LeBron. Nike has signed 11 high school football players to NIL deals, and what that means to college football, pro football, and to your itty bitty that may be getting paid more than his mama and daddy while he in 9th grade. Rich Paul says nobody wants signature basketball shoes anymore. There are some exceptions, but he said that's the new rule. We're going to talk through that. And did Tom Brady sacrifice his family for a ring? Deep conversation on that. Interesting, a lot of parallels. We're going to go there. All right, y'all know what we do. We don't waste no time. What's the time? It's time to get ill. Man, I have not taken my medicine for my rap Tourette, so excuse me. What's the time? Yo, Rick Rubin, more flowers. I know we've given him a ton of flowers. We have. I can't act like we haven't, but he needs more. Golly, he made them beats back in the day for damn Def Jam. That was insane. All right. So what we going to talk about first? Kevin Durant. You up on the mic. We got to talk about how you. Oh, we got a gang of other topics. We got an AI topic. They enhanced some Wilt Chamberlain video. Lord, he might have scored 100 for real. Like, we got to get into that. But we're going to talk about Kevin Durant first and foremost. Let's get it in, KD. Look at KD. KD aged like a president. Like, did he? Don't he look like one of them 1800s muskets? Oh, I love Kevin Durant. You know that's my favorite player, so jokes means I love him. All right, let's get into it, KD. What you feeling, big dog? What they talking about?
I feel like they're contenders.
For sure. You don't think so?
No, I'm just asking you.
Last time they put both 3 20-point scores on the team, they said it was unfair, which is the team I was on. Yeah. They got 4 25-point scores on this team. So, hell yeah, I think they're going to be a contender, man. They're going to be a great team to watch.
All right, we're going to stop it right there. We're going to loop it one more time because it's a short clip, but it's powerful. All right, Kevin Durant's like, look, bro, you going to ask me, is this team going to be good or how good they're going to be? Don't forget who you're talking to. Don't forget who was responding to this. The same guy y'all clown when he went to a team and made them have 3 20-plus point scorers. Now they're going to have 4 of them. They're going to have a better team on paper in terms of depth at greatness. Like, we had the big trio, and then you can add Draymond, of course, but that's not a scorer. But then he said they got more than that at the top level. They are more top heavy than we are. The hell are y'all talking about? Answer him again, KD.
I feel like they're contenders.
For sure. You don't think so?
No, I'm just asking you.
Last time they put both 3 20-point scores on the team, they said it was unfair, which is the team I was on. Yeah. They got 4 25-point scores on this team. So, hell yeah, I think they're going to be a contender, man. They're going to be a great team to watch.
They're going to be a great team to watch. Okay. So that's where we start. We ain't done. We got to respond to that before I sum it all up and get into it. So obviously on paper, this team is going to be insane. But how many times we've seen insane teams not do it? Whether it was the 04 Lakers, remember that Lakers team with Gary Payton and Karl Malone with Kobe, Shaq, and everything they already had, Derek Fisher, etc. Ooh, how did that turn out? Not so well. We can also talk about in football. I remember the Philadelphia, same city, when they had that super team. What was that, 2011 or something crazy? That didn't turn out. Ooh, so it's a lot of ways we could go there, but they responded to it. A lot of people have responded to this, and I'm looking for Nightcap because they went there, and on Nightcap, they went deep. See, the thing about it is you got to respect is that Kevin Durant is going to keep it 100 every time, all the time. That's what I love about him. Gets him in a lot of hot water with some people who are, let's just say, thin-skinned, a little soft with their sensibilities. They were raised by their mamas and aunties only. I can't do it. I can't do it. Some people are starting to tell me why I get into some trouble sometimes, because I'm such a nice guy. I love everybody. It's because I'm actually a alpha. They say an alpha. I don't like to get into all them groups, you know that, but they say you're an alpha, dog. You just say it like it is, even if it's your boy. And I'm like, that's alpha now? Man, we giving out credit for just the norm. It's supposed to be that way. Call your boy out. Let's hear it, bro.
Think about this. KD, Kevin Durant, compare LeBron James joining the Sixers to him joining the Warriors. Chat, let's take a listen to what KD said today.
No, we just heard
I feel like they're contenders.
Sure. You don't think so?
No, I'm just asking you.
Last time they put both 3 20-point scores on the team, they said it was unfair, which is the team I was in. Yeah, they got 4 25-point scores on this team. So hell yeah, I think they're gonna be a contender, man. They're gonna be a great team to watch.
All right, Joe, you messing up my show. That's the 3rd time we played it. I'm playing with you.
Smooth, what'd you think? What'd you think?
Oh man, he ain't compare him, did he?
Yeah. I'm saying
I think the Warriors had won. Warriors won by what, two before he got on there, right?
Yeah, they won 2 before he got there. Then when he got there, Smooth,
No,
they won
I ain't
2.
gonna do that. Y'all ain't gonna do that. KD, he won. They won one. They won one.
They won one.
Yeah, they won
Yeah,
one.
they did because they got 4. They got 4. You're right.
Okay, we got to do our homework, and including me. They won one before him. This is the problem I have with that argument. They won one before Kevin Durant got there, okay? But everybody knows who's ever been on a championship team on any level that you are never repeat champions. They say that on the banner, but in reality, you ain't, because it ain't the same exact team. Nick Saban has famously been quoted by saying that every single time he won a championship, the first day of practice the next year, he said, hey, y'all, don't come up in here with that BS thinking y'all about to repeat. Y'all ain't the same. This ain't the same. So they won a championship. Then they set the NBA regular season record for wins. Applause. But then they lost that championship. We all know LeBron, Cleveland Cavs, Kyrie, let's go. Then they went to begging. And I don't even say that as a negative. I'm saying sometimes you beg. Sometimes you actually take time out of your day. They went to the Hamptons, Hampton 5. They went and found KD. They knew where he was and said, look, we're going to bombard you, bro. We need you. How you think that meeting went? Oh, KD. Oh, we just so happen to be out here in the Hamptons. Oh, KD, are you busy, let's say, next October to, I don't know, June? Draymond, yeah, June. All right, June, are you busy? Because if you ain't doing nothing, if you don't mind, if you ain't bothered, just wear our jersey. Like dog, do you ever been recruited? Oh, it's some love. It's some love. It's like prom night. Yeah, it's some love.
You're right.
They won 1, then 2, then 1 after.
Yeah.
He left. Okay, you right. So no, I have to respectfully disagree with that.
Okay.
You don't think LeBron joining the Sixers is compared to?
All right. Let me say one thing. Shannon and Chad never leave again. The hell, y'all, dog, it's 2 minutes. Hurry up, say something. Nah, let me get real. I'm gonna let him be. I think that LeBron, what he did, nothing wrong with it. I think what KD did, nothing wrong with it. But now we trying to right some wrongs people were saying when they weren't wrong in the first place. This is what people do. This is the setup in our world today. People making you prove a negative. People making you prove what you didn't do. It used to be a world where you had to prove what you did, and that was it. Like, I proved I did it, so give me my credit. Give me my props. Now they're asking you, prove you didn't do it. KD, prove you ain't a cupcake. Prove you ain't soft. How do I prove that? Don't go to a good team. What? What? Okay, so you're not going to get a good job, huh? So you're going to graduate from that nice university, be in debt, and then go to a sorry job, huh? What's wrong with y'all? Hell y'all talking about? What? So now LeBron, hey, you want to prove you the GOAT? Yeah. All right, do me a favor. Go to a sorry team. What? Leave a good team. Don't go to a great team. Oh, that doesn't prove nothing. Dog, we have lost our way. And we are here to change it on this show. Cupcake. You call me a cupcake because I haven't won a championship yet, but I'm one of the best scorers ever, maybe the purest best scorer ever. Steph Curry. Oh, you want to figure this out? Oh, you say it's Steph Curry? Cool. Me too. Me too. Me too. I'm going to play with him. And then we're going to see who the better scorer is. Oops. Oops. We're going to play together, and I'm going to show you who's going to be there in the clutch when it matters most. Oops. Oops. Oh, y'all going to say he getting double teamed. Well, why didn't they double team me? Because they couldn't. They had to double team him. Okay. That's what you want to go with? Or maybe it's easier to double team him than me. You got to pick your poisons. And he's the lesser of the two evils, not the greater. I'm more evil. Ooh, who gonna double team me? I'm 6'11", and I'm lying. I'm really 7 feet. You better recognize. Keep going.
Maybe more like what Boston did
with Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen.
Garnett, yeah, with that group, maybe that one because they haven't won one yet. Like Philadelphia hasn't won a championship yet. So.
Man, what class are we in? All right, I gotta let this clip go so we can get out of it more than get into it. Is that we gonna be that lazy? Oh, they ain't win, so that means they ain't good, or they ain't win, that means, or they did win, that means they don't need them. Y'all are skipping a whole year when they showed how great they were in the regular season, but it wasn't enough. I know Draymond and the suspension. Y'all ain't gotta remind me. That's part of the game, damn it. Just like an injury, like a bad call. Oh well. You think Chris Webber timeout wasn't a part of it? Hell wrong with y'all. So we're going to go here. We're going to go here. There's no way you're going to measure this the same unless you're going to give it the same grade, which is it's all good. That's my grade.
So that's what the controversy was when
he
came to the team and they was like, what they had the best record in the history of the game. That's what the controversy was. It wasn't him joining a really good team. It was what they had accomplished before he joined it.
Right. You're absolutely right. Jeremy, what you think? What you think? Kevin Durant saying LeBron joining the Sixers, that's just like him joining the Warriors. That's cheating.
I think it's damn close, but the difference is it's a difference to it now. Because
okay, we got somebody about to go there, about to step out the crowd and say something, but before he says that, which one is it? Is it, oh, they won a championship, they don't need you, so championship is the line of demarcation? Or is it, oh, they were just damn good because they didn't win the championship when they had the best record? See what I'm saying? Like our own logic, man, I'll tell you, I listen in contradictions. I should have been a lawyer, and I certainly could pay myself right now. Tell you, boy, I tell you, when we done with this, I got the best jokes ever because they mine. Anyway, here's the thing. Championship team and you go to it, I understand where fans are going, but at the same time, a team that was that good and lost, you can't go there? I thought they needed something to get over that hump again. Ooh, that's KD.
Because all those guys in Philly, they just come together. They hadn't been together for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And if Bron did this at 35, 36, it's a different feel. I would be more, inclined to say, it's the same thing. But right now, I don't want to say he's on a decline because to be playing at 42 years old and averaging over 20 in the NBA is unbelievable.
Insane.
But him going to that team is that's a lot, man. There's three guys that average 25 and above. Like that's heavy, bro. That's heavy.
And
only thing you got to figure it out early.
And that's what Kevin Durant is saying. He's saying, man, listen, the last time we put 3 20-point plus scores on the team, y'all said we was cheating. Hell, they got 4.
Yeah.
So I understand what he's saying on that part. And I understand what you're saying too, Smooth, that, the Warriors had already won one prior to KD coming. Obviously, them having one of the best records, or if not the best record in the league. And them and KD being up 3-1 on the Warriors before going there. So I understand that part. But, man, listen, I don't really know what chat. I don't really know what y'all think, but LeBron to Philly, bro, I just think it's going to be a match made in heaven with all these fast sports cars you got, meaning Maxey, Edgecombe, JB. Boy, he going to fit right in. Yeah. I'm talking about he going to be a distributed pass first guy, and I think he going to do whatever it takes, Smooth and Jeremy, to win another title and to bring one to Philly. That's probably the next biggest market, because if it wasn't for all this, Bron would have went to New York. They ain't, he may not come out and say it, but if they hadn't won, he was going to New York, bro.
Well, I think they already said it. I think Rich Paul, I think that was real. Rich Paul said, New York winning took him off the board, basically, because one, they didn't have the same thirst, and two, he didn't have the same thirst. He wouldn't have made the same impression in Mark. New York would have been insane, because there would have been no doubt if LeBron goes there, as great as Jalen Brunson is, LeBron, you did that. The Knicks, 53, it would have been 54 years if LeBron joins them this year and wins it. 54 years, and LeBron comes, the king comes to the New York City and the Big Apple. You know how that, LeBron was rooting against them Knicks. Go, Wemby, go. But it didn't work. It didn't happen. So now we're here. But now since we're here, this reimagination, I want to play with bad players. I want to play with players that ain't good. Like, what are we really saying? Sometimes you got to listen to the converse. Listen to the opposite of what you're saying. To know what you're really saying ain't smart. You know what I'm saying? Like the other way, you can't make sense. Okay, don't do that. So do this. Don't go play with good players. So do this, which is play with bad players? No, I'm not saying that. So what are you saying?
He's gonna play for the Knicks. That's the next biggest market outside of LA. I could see it happening. So he like, damn, what's the next biggest market? I'm gonna go to Philly. They got a huge market. You know what I mean? And historically, like I said earlier, Smooth, Philly hadn't really won nothing, bro. They hadn't won a title in forever, Jeremy. So he finna go there, change the culture, hopefully with the hopes of winning a title. Man, this gonna help his legacy.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's talk. Look, I can tell you right now, there's one word why LeBron James is getting all this hate. Is getting all this attack of every move you make is micromanaged, it's the negativity. Other than him being great, because we all know that the cost of praise is criticism. We all know he's great. That's just normal. I'm talking about another level of it, not just because he's great, not just because it's a thin line between love and hate. I'm talking about this other level. Why LeBron getting this? It's one reason, one word: pioneer. LeBron James is getting what you get when you do what someone else did, and they were the pioneer. So since Michael Jordan is the pioneer, Michael Jordan is the one who did it on the court and off the court so amazing that we are not going to even respect anybody else who does it to the same degree. We may like you, but then we're going to bring the respect down a little bit, right? If we like you a ton and you got close, but at the same time, so Steph Curry comes into the picture. Kobe Bryant comes into the picture. We will always give you something because you're not the pioneer. You're not the one, right? Look at it in boxing. Muhammad Ali, even though he's not the first one, he became the greatest. And he became the greatest not even being undefeated, being perfect. It's not about that. It says you're the first one who did it all. Muhammad Ali, who I'm named after, Cassius Marcellus Clay. In the ring, amazing. Outside the ring, insanely amazing. Impact. Now somebody else comes, you the greatest? No, you're not the greatest. You're not the GOAT. Floyd Mayweather, whoever you want to say. Mike Tyson for a minute there. Whoever you want to say. Sugar Ray, whoever you want to name. Sweet Pea, whoever you want to name. Nope. I don't care what your record is. Nope. You ain't going to have the same impact. And they'll make sure you don't have the same impact. So a Steph Curry or a Kobe, we always going to have something to hold over your head when you get too close. Oh, I don't know about Steph. I don't know about that marketing machine. I don't know about them shoes. I don't know about what's going on. Kobe, I don't know, Kobe, this Mamba mentality where you really better than Shaq. Like they always going to hold something over your head. Now, you can call that reality, but they don't hold the same thing over the pioneer's head. Michael Jordan, first few years, selfish, not winning, need something else. Oh, you get Pippen, need something else. Oh, you get Phil Jackson. See what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm not going to give y'all a history lesson. Let's stay present tense. LeBron, LeBron needs to just swallow that pill that is going to say you ain't going to never be the guy that you want to be to us. Now, doesn't mean you ain't him. It's just we ain't going to accept that. National conversation is always going to beat it up. Stephen A. done made enough gremlins where obviously now people are like, yeah, you're right. Because you got to remember, this generation didn't grow up watching Michael Jordan. They grew up hearing about Michael Jordan. right? You can walk around this earth right now, 25 years old, never seen a Michael Jordan game ever while you were alive. Even when you was a baby, a itty bitty, sitting there on your daddy's lap, you wasn't there. Jordan was retired. So I'm just giving it to you like this. LeBron gonna have to let that go. And I'm glad he did. It sounds like he did, because if you go to Philly, it means I ain't tripping on what y'all talking about. You know what I'm tripping on? Trying to be the best I could be. And not a single one of y'all in this chat, not a single one of y'all at home, not a single one of y'all ever will raise your hand for something worse in life. Not on purpose. That's where the wins come from, though. No, that's where they say the lessons come from. Losing is when you learn. You learn when you win, too. But we don't want to learn the hard lessons and losing. Why would LeBron want to? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. I love the move. KD is saying, look, if y'all try to kill me, basically KD was like this. If y'all want to kill me, why y'all asking me these questions? Go kill LeBron. Y'all know what it is. I don't need to give y'all permission. Y'all killed me. Took me from being, like, KD could have had one of those lovable legacies. He was that close. Remember his mom and Mother's Day and crying, that's my mama and all that? Being an insane scorer, went from skinny to mini and skinny to plenty. He was that close. His legacy would have been insane. His legacy would have been better accepted, I bet. It feels this way, and this is stupid to me. I preface this by saying this is stupid. I think KD would have been better off winning one championship in OKC than the 2 he won in Golden State. Y'all agree? Beat it up in the comments. That's so stupid. Right? That's like telling somebody who got $1 million, oh, man, you better off with $1 million than $2 million. What? You know what I'm saying? Poor people, we always like, when you ain't got what somebody else got, you be like, oh, you got enough. And they be sitting there like, no, I don't. I want it all like in Monopoly. Come on, man. We trying to limit what this dude can do. It makes no sense. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think as I check out the top fans. We get into our next topic. Y'all make no sense. KD is dry snitching, low key. It's high key. Master Proplex, I saw what you said. Yeah, the KD is basically like, don't look at me. Go over there with LeBron. Remember all that energy y'all had? Keep that same energy. Go. LeBron over there. Philadelphia, 76ers. I was a cupcake because I went to a good team, great team. He going to a great team that ain't being respected the same, but y'all need to look. They got more scorers than we did. Oh, but y'all won a championship 2 years before, and then the year before you won 73 games. Shut it. I'm talking about what's on the court. You talking about what's hanging from the damn rafters. Get him, KD. KD did his best. This was his burner account answering. He was like, well, LeBron. They asked KD, he's like, well, LeBron doing something crazier than I did, but y'all ain't even tripping on that yet. Are y'all? That's what he did. Come on, man. And I ain't mad at him. That's how I talk. I'm like, oh, that's like me getting 10 sacks, and they like, oh, that was a good year, but not enough. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's what you think. Then the next year, somebody get 10 sacks, and they over there giving them love. I'm like, oh, 10 sacks is good enough now, huh? It don't make sense. All right, let's get into this, man. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I want to talk about this Romo. We're going to get into Romo right now. Man, Romo, woo, dicey situation. Not pretty. A lot of money on the line, and they are, let me just say this. They are not, I'm trying to tell you, knowing corporate America like I know corporate America and knowing the dynamics of what Romo is dealing with right now, not pretty, y'all. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do, but we're going to have some fun talking about it right now. So beat it up in the comments. I give the top fans some love before I get this topic crack-a-lack-and-macking from the jack into the back end. Thank you guys for waking up with me too, especially on a Monday. I know that's the slow-mo day. Blaze Mole is number one. What? Who? How? I love it. Sin here. My dog is always here. I saw you say earlier, Sin here, you said you stopped watching Cam and Mace in the morning to watch your boy. I appreciate that, man. I ain't trying to steal from them because you can watch their re-air back and forth. I love them too, but at the same time, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Master Proplex, my dog, Dan fan, yes, sir. And Smith Shot Racing, okay. You don't went on vacation and came back and feel like love to you, baby. All right, let's get into this topic right here. Shady and Acho debating, what should Romo do? What should Romo do? Better, ain't like that's the first thing that's gonna happen. Is what will CBS do to Romo? Let's talk through it.
You to just be like, hey, bruh, let me get half the rest of my contract. Shut up, yo. Let me get half the rest of my contract. And if you're CBS, bro, it's like, hey, rather than us playing this out legally, we'll give you, if we still owe you 100, take 50, don't sue us. You just walk away and let's move forward. I actually think, Shady, I actually think here, that's the smartest thing for everybody. It's like, Romo, take this $50 million. Let's not drag this out publicly. Let all this lawsuit stuff play out. Take this bread. Y'all go your separate ways. We go our separate ways. Everybody keep it pushing.
Okay. Good intro. Really good. The thing is, let's just explain the lanes that we're talking about right now. So Tony Romo gets the OWI arrest, right? Now, this is what's interesting. And I felt this in the moment. I think it's starting to bubble up a little bit. What Tony Romo didn't seem like he understood in that moment is that his job was on the line. It wasn't just a breathalyzer. It wasn't just, oh, okay, I'm going to go to jail or pass this test or not. It was the fact that, no, they're going to use this as a morality clause infraction, and you're going to be in trouble, bro. They're going to take that big old contract you get. I think it was like 5 years, 90, 100 million, whatever it was. They're gonna try and rip that up. That's what everyone would do. Every organization I ever played for, every entity you ever been to, they don't want to give you that money, but you deserve it. You've earned it. You have shown that value. But be real, CBS of late, or whether it's them leaking it or them just receiving it and hearing it, there's been a lot of negative banter about Tony Romo more than ever. Right? Lack of preparation. What is he saying in the moment? Just the game seems like he's detached from it. He's going to the well too often, the same old predictive play stuff. And then even that he wasn't going there with the same accuracy. I've watched games before where he says some stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, so we only gonna play the ones that he get it right. Because sometimes you ain't getting it right? They just move on. Point being, Tony Romo, his options were, one, to get out of that situation as best as he can. And trust me, Romo, I've been in that situation too and can't get out. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so it's not all on you once they pull you over. I get it. Ain't no passing no field sobriety test and be like, all right, sir, have a nice day. Unless you take that breathalyzer and get 0.0 or something, right? You got to get under the state limit. So Romo's stuck after that moment. So now I told y'all, CBS was going to do something. They put him on indefinite leave, which is tough. Because remember, CBS could have said 1 week absence, 1 week suspension. They could have said suspended to the regular season. They could have said anything that was definitive had an end to it. But when they say indefinite, that means they're checking with legal. What can we do and what is he going to do to respond to that? They checking with the capologist in there, the one who's paying everybody. Hey, how much, finance, come here. How much can we pay all the rest of these guys to get away from this Romo deal? Okay. And then they're going to check with the ratings. Hey, how we looking without Romo? How Watt doing? How JJ Watt doing? Good? Okay. Telling you. So now, Romo only has one move. He got to sit there and wait for them to make their move. His only move will be to sue them if he can. Or at least, look, you're going to sue him even if you can't. You may win, may get a settlement. But point is, that's it. Everything else, you at the mercy of them.
Nah, try again.
No?
I need my whole paper. All my money, I need all of it. Give me my bread and extra butter. You know why? Because every time they get a chance, they always try to short a brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I call Tony Romo brother because, bro, we in the same fraternity, the NFL. Right. And it's a blessing to get on TV and can make more money than you made playing. It's a blessing to do that.
Facts.
And because you had a small hiccup or really think it's a hiccup, now it's an excuse to get rid of you. So when I signed this deal, you tell me how you all for me and my family and this and then the third, and we're going to make you part of the CBS family. I got one slip up, and now they judging me like Trey and Karen.
Okay, let's not minimize that slip up, even though I understand what you're saying, dog. They're not connected. Like him doing his job and the OWI is not connected. That's why there is a morality clause in your contract. Because they got to add it to it. Because they're like, we know why you here. talk about football. When you're there on site, on location, talk about what you see. But everything else comes into play, and that's why it can't be minimized, because that's what you signed on to. So this is the deepest level of accountability, like character. Don't forget the fine print. Don't forget the little things when nobody is paying attention to them. Like that, your character, how it reveals itself when no one's watching, or in hard times and adversity. That's when the fine print comes out. Anybody could do the easy, bold things, get paid a lot of money, talk football. How long is that line? Around the world. What about the line of people, and this is deep. What about the line of people that's going to do everything that's fine print and still be in that position? That line gets a lot shorter. We trick off our opportunities all the time. Your boy, who was the man in high school, insane. What did he do? He didn't get good grades. He got bad grades. He got a girl pregnant. You know what it is? Ain't about how good he is. We can't sit there now, Shady, and say, oh, man, just a little slip up, a little hiccup. Nah, that's what took you off. So those little things become big. And look, I hold myself to the same standard. I understand, bro. I understand. It's amazing. Right now, what I'm dealing with in headlines, if I had a job, oh, man, I've been ghost smoke years ago. I think God carved it out that way. I think God was like, Marcellus, you've never been fired. This is like 2022 Fox. Marcellus, you've never been fired, but I'm going to get you out of positions because you're going to get fired. Oh, people going to be saying some stuff about you, some dumb stuff, and it's going to get you fired. So let me get you out before you get fired. Really? Didn't even see it coming. Bam, bam, bam. That's how it goes. So now Tony Romo's in this position. His only move, it's not like we should give him more than he has. He has one move. Respond in litigation.
You know what I'm saying? So I just don't like that.
But Shady,
I don't like that, bro.
To me, it's one thing if Romo was still great at his job. I think the problem is Romo's just not great at his job anymore.
I mean,
that's not my problem.
But is he
signed that contract?
I look. That's one part. I signed that contract. But I mean, is there a big difference between him and Troy Aikman?
I think if you're broadcasting a game, an AFC Championship game, and you accidentally call Josh Allen Patrick Mahomes, when the whole world already thinks you have some sort of obsessive fascination with Patrick Mahomes, if you're constantly making like these weird noises or just telling jokes about golf, you know what I mean? Like,
Jim,
that's the problem. Shady is like, the problem is just he's not great at his job anymore. If he's still great at his job, nobody care.
I just think
a great valid point, subjective point, but great valid. That's what I was saying earlier about Romo been taking more hits than a little bit of late. So now they're going to use this against him. Like, you know how it goes. When you trying to get out the relationship, you exaggerate. Trust me, I know about that. Man, I'm telling you, I'm missing my calling. Either I should be a lawyer or a comic. I think you could be a lawyer and a comedian at the same time. Look for me having a new career soon. Dog, you got to look at it like people exaggerate when they want to get out of it. You know, the head of CBS, whoever it may be, that's going to make this decision. Oh, hey, Romo just got an OWI. What? What is an O? First of all, he's like, what is an OWI? He's like, I kind of think, you mean DUI? Yeah, same thing, but they say it different out there. Whatever. Really? Did he fail the test? No, he didn't even take the test. Really? His toxicology, did it come back? Did they make him take the blood test at the precinct or in the hospital? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. Really? So he just got a misdemeanor. Huh. We talking about Romo, right? Tony Romo, right? Yeah. Okay, remind me how we feel about Romo. That's how they act, too. They be like, remind me, do we like Romo still or not? Is he still amazing or not? Do we have to have him or not? There was a time where we had to have him, right? That's when we signed him to that big deal. Do we still have to have him? No, not really. You think? Oh, no. Since then, J.J. Watt has emerged. A lot of young up-and-comers. We have a great young experience. Come here. Cheaper roster. Did you hear me? Cheaper. Come here. Cheaper roster. Oh, did you say? I heard cheaper, and then I heard you say cheaper. Okay. Suspend them indefinitely. Indefinitely. That means we got to figure this out. Golly, I hate it when they look. I'd rather you just tell me what, you know what I'm saying? That's like when your daddy get home, he gonna give you a whooping. That's how it feels. What time daddy get home? Instead of saying, I'm gonna get your whooping right now and get it out the way. They making him wait. Man, I hope they bring Romo back. That will give me some damn confidence. That will give me some faith and belief in corporate America, but I don't believe it. They're going to cut this dude.
Man, because I think Troy's decent on there. Romo used to be really, really good, but right now he's in the same little boat as everybody else. Brady, I love Brady, so I'm biased to him, but they're all they in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
There's some dudes. What's the guy's name? Is it Gus?
Gus Johnson?
Gus Johnson, college,
Gus Johnson smokes them dudes, but they ain't gonna give Gus Johnson $200 million.
That's true.
Okay, but this is when you need somebody to stop all the smiling and yeah, that's my boy. I ain't gonna correct Shady. They don't even do the same job. Like Gus Johnson can work with Romo. Gus Johnson is Jim Nance. I don't know how much Jim Nance make, but it ain't what Romo make, I'm sure. But at the same time, he makes some money. But they don't do the same job, Shady, just being real. He's the host, and then the other guy's color commentator. So it's different animal. The host don't make as much, not supposed to. Anyway, but let's not act like, see, to me, all of them, and I'm agreeing, if you want to grade them all, whatever grade you give them, they probably get similar grades. It's just different flavors. Like, it's all ketchup. It's just, is it Heinz? Is it Del Monte? You know what I'm saying? Is it, don't get organic or no sugar ketchup. I'm just warning you. But point is, it's all different types. Now, you've had that before. The same thing, but a different brand, different flavor comes from it, right? All barbecue sauces are not the same. Heinz is not sweet Baby Ray's. It's not. It ain't. It just ain't. But they both barbecue sauce. Okay? So the whole thing is the value of you, so much of it is not objective. It's perception. It's what can we get away with? What do we need? What can help us sell more of us to them? Fans and brands, advertisers, marketing, sponsors. Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? If you put them in the booth and they had to call the same game, he's gonna blow them out.
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't getting that type of deal. You get what I'm saying? So
you got barbecue back there.
We can say all that, but the truth is, like, it's not that big of a gap. It ain't.
Yeah.
Give that man his money.
Gus got some.
Come on, Acho. You know the difference in them. Acho, you should have corrected him. Man, you made him go all that far. Now you're gonna take the whole conversation off. Go off the wheels.
Calls too, though.
Gus nice.
Gus got running away from the cops.
Okay, now they starting to pick up on. They don't do the same gig, all right? So don't compare Gus Johnson to him. Come on, man. Man, we kind of 0 for 2 for our clips. They're getting us into it, but I'm still waiting on the point from the nightcap. I didn't get the point of that one. Let me stop. I love all of them. I can make the song go. Here's the thing. I guarantee you one thing. They making Romo sweat. Because remember they gave all those warnings, whether it's the media, whether it's CBS through the media, warning, prepare better. Warning, stop making those noises. Warning, know exactly who you're talking about or shut it. Know exactly what you're talking about and shut it. And nothing gets your attention like, okay, suspension. Nothing gets your attention like a suspension. Firing doesn't even get your attention because you're gone. You're going. Once you get fired, you blame them first. You know, in your stages of grief, you blame them. Oh, man, CBS start tripping. They start acting like they're going to get trip on me, and I just get one OWR. I wasn't even drunk. I ain't even failed a test. Like, you could blame them. Just like in a relationship. Every time you break up, all of a sudden she got all these stories to say about you that she never said before. And you're like, just admit it's over. Like, it's okay. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie, right? Dudes typically don't do that because dudes typically try to hold themselves to a different standard of accountability. We try to go by the logic, not by the emotions. The emotions will make you say, That's why nothing gets your attention like a suspension. You want to get a player's attention, you don't cut him. You bench his butt. Sit him down. Oh, my God. You're going to have the best student you ever had, best player you ever had. If you sit him in, he can't play no more. Oh, no, this game, we just gonna have you inactive. What? Right? But if you cut them, man, they were tripping. They wouldn't give me the ball. They don't know what they're doing over there. So I think they're trying to get Romo's attention. I don't know if Romo has any issue. Look, I see y'all in the chat. I don't think that, I'm not going to go into his life and all that stuff. I don't know Romo like that. He don't come across to me as having a drinking issue and stuff. This ain't Mark Sanchez situation where you like, kind of like, yo, people knowing, people up on it, kind of like a worst kept secret kind of thing. This ain't that. So I don't know what they're going to do, but right now they're going to make them sweat. And this is the perfect time to make them sweat. It's the preseason. People ain't tripping anyway. They want that money. They want that bump. They want those reps. They want them to get it going. But at the same time, we good. We good. We good, Romo. Don't trip. Don't trip. Don't set trip. We know what it is. Beat up in the comments. You think they're going to bring Romo back? Golly, I'm not lying. My heart is saying no. It's too easy of an exit ramp for them. My heart is telling me no, that they are not going to. Damn, that sucks. Look, it starts with Romo. Like, nobody pulled the car over but Romo, because they could have easily pulled him over and been looking at him like, he was like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I'm about to go to grandma and grandpa's. All is good. Oh, I haven't had anything. Oh, no, this is nothing. That could have been a scenario too. Not to blame him, but you got to be responsible. Nobody forced you to do any of this. And frankly, it is what it is. I think he's gone. I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong, but they got too easy an exit ramp right now. It seems like they've been already leaving those breadcrumbs. They're going to get up out of there. All right, let's get it in. Let's keep it going as we give y'all some love. And I see some of these Sin Hearers in the building. Mike is here. I see the top fans. Blaze Mole is number 1. Where's that dude? Where's Stomp? Sin here is number 2. Master Proplex 3. Dan Fan 4. Swift Shot Racing is 5. Let's get it in. Love to you guys for rocking with your boy, rolling with your boy. Man, y'all getting up late. Y'all just creeping up in here slowly. Monday, it's the summer on a Monday, and this is the week of football starting. Y'all like, we sleeping in today. This is our last one before the next Super Bowl. Let's go.
First of all, he has 4 rings, right? However many gold medals and all the records in the NBA. So I don't know what ring chasing does for him in this regard. Like, if you're saying he's ring chasing with a negative connotation, there's nothing else. LeBron has had.
Am I still frozen? I see it right now. Oh man. Oh nah. Big Snoop Dogg. If I'm frozen. Oh, I see it moving. I'm just frozen. That sucks. Oh, well. Let me turn my camera off, see what happens. Well, look, I hate when they do that to me, make me look all ugly and stuff like that. How you doing? How you doing? I'm frozen, it looks like. Okay. I'm gonna take this off then. I'm gonna do like the other people do. They do this sometimes too. I like being seen though. I don't know. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna keep it going for this one and then we fix it. Keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's had 4 careers in one. Right? So if you just take his first 7 years in Cleveland, he's arguably a Hall of Famer. 7 years, first 7 years.
Sure.
If you take the 4 years in Miami and the 4 years if you just take the 4 years in Miami, he's also a Hall of Famer.
I agree. Although not technically, because you need more years, but yeah.
Yeah, but body of work. He's a Hall of Famer. Then if you take the 4 years in Cleveland, he's a Hall of Famer again. Right? And if you take the 8 years in LA, he's also a Hall of Famer because in his 8 years in LA, he has won championship, went to the Western Conference Finals, has some good seasons, whatever, but has the same as many championships as Giannis, as Joker, as Shea, as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown,
and spent roughly the same number of years as the best player in the game as them,
right?
Even in LA.
So
now,
I think
this is very important to catch what he just said. That we are rooting for people and giving people flowers, the same amount of flowers, the same quantity of flowers that LeBron gets, and LeBron has done more to them, but y'all just like them more, or you think they coming, or you think they're going to be next. All that stuff. Just catch that.
See peers, they have a list, and they may leave them off purposely because for whatever reason, and that's just their opinion.
What list?
top 5 all time, like their all time list. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I do agree with that. Like you can't get mad at somebody for having their opinion.
I disagree.
So,
it should just be whatever I say.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, you talk about top 5 players of all time. That's
no, there's no real list that doesn't have LeBron in the top
We understand
5.
that, but it's still their opinion. No problem. But then you get to a whole nother space. So
there's
when you talk
no
about
real list that I'm trying to think. Could you possibly put together a list
in no position
that
top
doesn't
5
have
ever?
LeBron
No.
in the top 3?
No.
No list. Hold on. I'm gonna stop this and see if I can get back in there. If not, oh well. We're gonna do this different. Hey, if I see if I'm back. If not, oh well. We're gonna do that some more. Y'all stupid. Do not talk about Max and don't talk about Rich Paul like that. I'm gonna keep going with this because I like it. Fascinating.
I don't see it.
I don't. Not if you want to be taken seriously.
Yeah,
not
I mean, look, whatever.
You can't.
That's
like,
why you can't.
could say, "Oh, Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain," but if you want to be taken seriously, you can't have LeBron not in the top.
But that's
3.
why you can't take it serious, which I don't. The other thing is, I would say in terms of ring chasing. Now, getting back to the ring chasing piece of it, I just try to identify what do you mean by that? Because if you're punishing him or critiquing him for wanting to be competitive and having a real chance of winning, then that actually says a lot about you, because what else you supposed to do, right?
That's my point. Everybody, what y'all want this dude to do? Y'all want this dude to be sorry on purpose? On purpose? Like, LeBron, please be sorry for our sake. And he's like, what are you talking about? Hell no. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do me. Simple as that. And this is what people will get mad at. Come on, Rich Paul. I don't know why y'all don't understand where Rich Paul coming from. I'm picking up what he putting down.
The man's he's playing on a minimum contract. He wants to win. Well,
he wants to play basketball.
But here's what I'm saying. When you have,
and
it doesn't guarantee you a championship, but what I'm saying is you can't have it both ways, because when he opts out and then opts back in for the same money, for letting and allow you to do same thing Draymond just did, allow the team to say, hey, let's see what could take place. If nothing can't take place, then I'll play for my same money. Or I've been very out front with him that I don't think you should ever take a penny less. I didn't think he should have took a penny less when he went to Miami the first time.
That's interesting. And look, I agree. Thank you, Kenton Powell, for adding some more memberships. 5 new members in the building. Let's go, new members. Stick with it. Kenton Powell looking out. Fosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, you shouldn't have to take a penny less, because the times you taking a penny less is really by a system constructed against you by people, by owners who are not you. And I ain't talking about no color and background. I'm talking about that ain't gonna feed my family. That money that's gone could have fed my third cousin. You know, that could our great grandkid. You know what I mean? Like, that money ain't coming back. You can make more, but you always gonna have that money gone. I think that's a misnomer. We think, money comes and goes, but more money could have came and stayed. That's what I'm thinking.
No chance.
The haircut, yeah.
No. So that's just me, though, for a number of different reasons. But at the end of the day, the ring chasing piece, again, it just confuses me, because
look.
He has rings.
Here's the ring chasing. And the funny thing is, and now people are finally putting reels out about Barkley, but I've always thought this.
Give Barkley
Charles Barkley hadn't won a championship. He's one of the best players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He was barely, he was in a group with Magic and Bird, but he hadn't won a championship. Magic, Bird, Isaiah, and Barkley and Hakeem were all like, there was Jordan, and then there was that tier of guys who were all, you could rank them, probably it was Bird and Magic and Hakeem, a little bit above Barkley and Isaiah. But Barkley really was like one of those guys. But
Barkley was a real guy.
But he was the only one who didn't have a ring. Like, Karl Malone was not in that group. Barkley was. And so Barkley, toward the end of his career, got himself out of Philly and went to...
That wasn't towards the end.
Yeah, no. But it was... Okay, fine.
That wasn't towards the end.
Not toward the end. But
Houston was towards the end.
Right.
Yes.
That's Phoenix, he was still the great Charles Barkley.
He was MVP,
but he was still very good when he got himself out of Phoenix and wound up, because I said out of Philly, but he wound up eventually on Houston.
Yeah. Now, look, receipts have been kept. And look at Rich Paul was like, because people try to minimize how good Phoenix was when Phoenix was a winning team. Phoenix had All-Star. They had Marley, like Chambers. Like, they had dudes. Like, you know, obviously, you got to look at Pax Barkley in the sense of you went there with an expectation that they were going to help you get where you wanted to go, because he was kept out of the club he belonged in because he didn't have a ring. It had gotten simplistic right on his watch. I think before him, I think in the era before that, people weren't looking at the rings only. But Magic Bird hit, Jordan hit, it became a ring thing because they got 8 between Magic Bird and then Jordan grabbed 6. Think about that. In those 20 years of the 80s and 90s, 3 dudes got 14 of them. Damn. Oh, Jesus. No wonder we ring chasing. 3 dudes get 14 of 20, and then another dude gets 2. So that's 16. Olajuwon, you're sitting there like, oh, rings don't matter? Who are the best players in these 2 decades? Who are the best players? And then Isaiah grabbed what? 2. Top 5 players, they arguably are it, at least 3 of them, of the 80s and 90s, and they grabbed 18 of the 20 rings. Yo, I've never thought of that, never heard of Magic, Bird, Isaiah, Olajuwon. Who am I forgetting? Yeah. Isaiah, Olajuwon, I'm forgetting somebody. That's insane. Jordan, duh. Because it's all about Jordan. That is 18 of the 20 rings from 1980 through 1999 until Duncan got his, right? I can't talk to y'all. This is insane.
And he wound up on Houston right after they won the championship.
Yeah, that was.
He was joining a Hakeem Clyde team.
Yeah.
He was joining Phi Slamma Jamma as in the pros.
Maybe Fly Slamma Walker.
Yeah,
it wasn't no Fly Slamma.
No, not Jamma. But the point was, they were champions, right? Like he was trying to, and the thinking at the time was, look, Houston had just gone back to back. Now MJ came back, and Houston loaded it up to the sky.
Yeah,
couldn't get over MJ. So Barkley's,
but they didn't have to play against the Bulls. They didn't make it.
Right, they didn't even make it that far.
Yeah.
So Barkley, who is one of my all-time favorites, I think Barkley is the best person in media, period. Like myself and everybody included, he's the guy. He's the most entertaining guy.
Pound for pound, he's had the best signature shoe.
Barkley's incredible. But about this, he's being hypocritical because when he has said it, because he did the exact same thing. Now, was he ring chasing? Yes, of course he was. He wanted to win more rings.
He didn't have a ring.
He didn't
have. He wanted to win more rings. He wanted to win a ring.
But here's the thing about LeBron. Do I think he's ring chasing?
Oh, you got to catch that. Right now they didn't play off each other to get to that point. Thank you, Sin here. We're gonna talk about it, and thank you, Mike. We're gonna get to those points. We're gonna stay on this right here. Max is trying to say, Barkley, you ring chasing. We didn't call it out like that, and we didn't say it like that, and that's because it wasn't like that. It wasn't that serious. It was like, all right, you're trying to get better. You're trying to get one. Now we're going to put that on LeBron. And then y'all didn't catch this maybe, and Rich Paul said, don't put that on LeBron because he's trying to get one, Barkley. LeBron already got his. Now we talking about LeBron, not back then LeBron. Now, y'all still saying he ring chasing when he already got his. He got 4. That's why he led this off with saying he got 4. Y'all gonna say some dude who doesn't have any is ring chasing, and then you're gonna say a dude who got 4 ring chasing. That's like saying a woman who has never been married and you looking at her and she hanging a certain way, and then somebody who is married or been married and you looking at them the same way. They ain't looking at it the same. They thirsting different. Right? You look at the one who ain't got one. She trying to find her husband, girl. Look at her. Then you see somebody who got one, you're like, she doing too much. She already got her husband. Then you look at the one who just broke up with somebody, and then you're like, trying to get back, huh? Like you're not looking at them the same. They doing the same thing, and you're looking at it 3 different ways. Why are we not looking at ring chasing differently? Why it got one umbrella way to look at ring chasing? Makes no sense.
Yes, I do. That doesn't mean he gave himself. He didn't join the Knicks or the Spurs, right? Because then you could say he's kind of doing what KD did in Golden State, which I think
care what he did.
But to me, that's a step too far. If you join a team where once you join, there's no chance they can lose. That's not
necessary. Though. That's not necessarily true.
Where's that at?
He's 41 years old. You could say that if he was 26.
I'm talking about KD now. I'm talking about KD now.
We're not talking about KD.
But
no
what
more.
I'm saying is, if you do that, using KD as an example, where if you add you to a situation, no one in the world would pick against you. Like LeBron back then had Kyrie and Kevin Love, and we all knew he had no shot against that team. 73 wins, you barely scrape by those guys. You add KD, it's over. That's not what LeBron is doing here. I'm making a distinction between those two things.
Saying, yes.
But
let's make that distinction. Like he's like, first of all, I don't like when people say there's no chance you can lose. Every team, look, I mean, whether it's in real time or expectation, yes, you can. That Eagles team in the 2011 or something was not supposed to lose. They lost. They didn't even get there. The Patriots in real time had a perfect team, and they lost the Super Bowl. You always can lose. If you step on the field, it's almost like how boxing is. You're one punch away. You're one game away, dog. You're minutes away. Games get away from you. Seasons can get away from you based on the expectations. The 73-win Warriors, did they win it all? So this whole like a team that can't be beat. I understand what he also is saying because look, when KD was healthy, they couldn't lose a championship. They lost games, they couldn't lose a championship. They got close, they didn't lose a championship.
He loves playing basketball still, obviously. He loves playing basketball. What's he supposed to do? Once you stop, it's over forever. He doesn't want to stop. So should he put himself in a situation where he has no chance to win a championship? No.
But ring chasing cannot be aligned with someone that already has rings.
I disagree.
How?
Ooh.
Because
how you chasing
what
rings?
I'm saying,
which is
the point I'm trying to make, maybe I'm not making it well, but the point I'm trying to make is
good points.
LeBron loves playing basketball. If you love playing basketball, you would like to compete for a championship. You don't want to be in a situation where no matter what you do, you can't win a championship.
So Shaq said it best. You're continuing to be on a quest for more rings.
Yes.
That's the difference between a chase and a quest. Continuous.
Well, you're saying because when you say ring chasing,
it's just like you said, I'm chasing money and I'm a billionaire already. What you mean?
But are you saying?
Great point. Great point. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, it's basically he's saying, look, dog, y'all be trying to change up the score. No, y'all trying to change up the score because I'm winning. Don't change how you score this because I'm winning now. And I hate when they do that because we all have seen this. Be real. We've all been to a youth league, AAU, rec league, the little itty bitties, right? They out there playing. And you see the itty bitties out there playing. And then one team is up 40. And then all of a sudden the scoreboard go off. You be like, where'd the score go? No, we got a rule. If you up over 40, we can't show the score. What? You think them kids don't know they getting slam dunked? You don't think they know that they getting whammed? They getting flamed? They getting wham-basted? You think they ain't knowing? No Vaseline out here today? It's crazy. Yes. Like, I hate when they do that. I'm like, dog, let them take that L a bit. Sometimes it's a lowercase L. Oh, we only lost by 4. So see, that's what happened. Kids be walking around like, we almost won. I hate that. I'm like, no, y'all just only lost by 4. Y'all didn't almost win. Y'all never had the lead, and they were up like 11 the whole game, and then at the end, y'all came up. Y'all ain't almost win. But kids, they don't get the same lesson, the same synopsis. You turn the score off. Oh, we don't care. We don't want to know. That's what they're doing to LeBron. They like scoring him different. And he like, look, I understand why Rich Paul is doing it. I understand it's his job to support his clients, even though he's an agent who's got a podcast, and on the podcast, he's being himself. I get his motivations and intentions. At the same time, I think we got to respect that what he said is real. What you got to respect is real is y'all scoring LeBron differently. And I think that everybody who's ever lived has always just wanted a fair fight. If I lost, I lost. If I lose, I lose. If I win, give me my dub. Give me my dub. You trying to compare me to people who ain't never won a ring now? That's what we doing? Just to say we doing the same thing? Trying to go get one. Thirsty. Okay, so if I sit still and I go get amazing players, then that ain't the same? That's the same? Or it's not? You know, nobody wanted Rodman, so we grabbed him. Yeah, okay. They didn't want Rodman because they didn't want to deal with Rodman. They wanted Rodman in them rebounds, though. They was like, man, but damn. And so y'all get him, and then I'm not going to do that. So beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. I thought that was pretty good because they respectfully disagree. You can see it. You can see even Max saying, look, I'm not explaining this well, but yeah, he ring chasing. And you can see Rich Paul like, how? He not doing what Barkley did. What are you talking about? Let's not do that. All right, so that was pretty cool. I like that topic. Man, let's get into Brady real quick. Ooh, I want to get to this topic with Brady while I give y'all some love. Oh, I got to give y'all some love. I saw it. Sent. Thank you for the super chat. LeBron game is not the GOAT, but 6'8", 260 and a 4.4 speed is the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, look, nobody's arguing his intangibles. They are insane. Never seen before. Gonna be a long time before you see him again. Dude could play multiple sports. He's insane. Respect to that. Love it. Let's go to Mike. Mike said Barkley got drafted to load the Sixers team. They should have got one. I don't remember who was on that team exactly, so I'm not even gonna go. Feel like somebody like McGee or something. Like you're gonna say something. I don't know who you're gonna say, but love to you guys. Keep it going, keep it talking. As people still waking up, getting up in this chat. I love it. Still going, still growing. I want to do this Brady topic. Found this fascinating. It's deeper than the average bear. All right, so this is Tom Brady. I thought it was nothing at first, but it could be something. I want y'all to help me figure this one out. Beat it up in the comments. Okay, so this is Tom Brady on his $20 million yacht. First of all, sick with it. Brady looking lean and mean. He just ride through, I guess that's a canal in Florida, Miami. Didn't he move down there? So I've seen that. It feels like that little canal that they have there. Anyway, he just riding, just looking. People filming him. Got his captain out. They chilling. Now, that boat is big, but it ain't so big that Tom couldn't figure it out with his big brain. But he like, nah, I'm just relaxing. And all right, let's make some assumptions because they made these assumptions. Tom Brady's riding by himself. You don't know that. One, he got a captain. Two, you don't know who under there in the bedrooms, in the bathroom, whatever. Okay, maybe Brady's smart enough to know that I'm going to go to the middle of the ocean before I let y'all start gossiping and taking these videos and stuff. But the real question, the real thing was, did he sacrifice his family for a ring? And I ain't going to be here long because I don't want to go too like personal. But I will say this. It made me think of how many guys that I know that are truly greats, that I played with, that I was around, that I've had the opportunity to meet, to connect with. And I will say this. Like, to be that great, there's something about your process that has to be maniacal. Like, it has to be like you got to be just a maniac after the game, right? There's a part of you that is really locked in that normal bears don't do, right? The consistency of that lock-in and the intensity of that lock-in is different. And it comes at a cost. Because when you're there, nobody else can be there. Nobody else is going there, right? The Bruce Smiths that got up at 3:30 or 4 in the morning and hit the Stairmaster and watch film before we even got in there, and we still was just coming home from the nightclub. That intensity and that consistency for decades. You know about Brady, you know about Kobe, you know about Jordan. And I just thought that, it's interesting. I've always had this theory that the world will make you chase money, right? And if you get it, then you love what you received, and then you start to love to do it more, to receive more, to do more. And it becomes this ecosystem, this cycle that feeds itself. But what it doesn't feed is Did you tuck your son in last night? What it doesn't feed is, were you home for the fam bam? What it doesn't feed is, could you sit still and just go to your auntie's house and say, hey, you ain't seen her in a while? Right? And this world is so weird because all these execs that we all know and all these superstar athletes, you ever just sit down and just think about their calendar? Like right now, I'm watching Get Up as it's on the TV. I'm not paying attention. And then Stephen A is going to come on. You ever just think about their calendars? Great living, great money, great time, great opportunities. You ever think about how much they are missing? So when you see a boat of Tom Brady and you start to see this boat and you're like, interesting. Ain't nobody on it. That's why they had the caption, did he sacrifice his family for a ring? I'm not here to answer that. I'm here to just ask the question a little louder. That's interesting. I just know that we got to find that everyone talk about that work-life balance, right? Because the people at the top of the success pyramid, they put in work. Part of the reason why they get paid like that is because they put in work. But then you get to a place where you really have power, and true power is delegation. True power is, my executive vice president is handling that. True power is, head of marketing is on that. CMO is on that. Like, just check in with me, just report. And I'm blessed to know some people that are really high ranking in this world in terms of their power and their wealth. Then you get out of this universe where you can do like a Brady, just riding your canal by yourself. Whether it's a consequence of your lifestyle and your dedication to your craft, or it's a choice. I got to get away from all this. I got to pause reality because it's too crazy. It just is. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think about Tom Brady in that situation. I thought that was pretty fascinating. I got a super chat. Thank you, Mike. Barkley had Dr. J, Moses, and others, and made to the East Finals his rookie year before losing the Bird in them. They had a squad from the jump. Yeah, you say those names, you got a squad. You say those names, you got a squad from the jump. We ain't done on this show. We still going. Come on, man. Let's get it in. Hit the like button. Let's talk about these high schoolers, since we're talking a little bit of family and all that stuff. Then we can finish it out with some basketball shoes, I think. Let's talk about that. That's going to be fun. Oh, no. We got to do that Wilt Chamberlain, too. Y'all got to see Wilt Chamberlain play. I ain't never seen nothing like this. What? Oh, man. That era, different. All right, so let's get to this NIL. Let's get to these high schoolers because they out here eating now. It's a whole different animal. Oh, we got the Brandon Marshall, too. Ooh. Brandon Marshall said people need to stop going to ESPN. Yeah, we got to do that topic, too. Let me do that. All right, so we got a couple more. Stick with it. Suck it up. Yeah, we got to do that. We got 2 there, and we got to do this. Okay. All right, I want to do this Nike, though. Let's go. This is crazy. Break it down, big dog. What you talking about? I'm listening.
Just signed 11 high school football players to NIL deal. These are 15, 16, and 17-year-old kids who haven't played a single college snap yet. And this isn't just Nike writing checks. This is Nike telling you exactly where they think the future of sports is headed. For decades, the athlete pipeline looked the same. High school, college, NFL, Nike deal. Nike just completely rewrote that pipeline. Now it's high school, Nike deal, college, NFL. They're no longer waiting for athletes to prove themselves at the highest level. They're investing at the moment culture start, before the college coaches, before the draft, before Super Bowl ring. Think about what that actually means. A 16-year-old quarterback today isn't just a player anymore. He's a media company, a personal brand, content creator, a merchandise business, a future licensing empire. And football is just one part of that business. His name is the asset, and Nike just bought into that asset before anyone else could. Now, here's my VC take on this.
Before you get your VC take, I thought that was fascinating. You know what's interesting about it? The reason why I think Nike has come to this realization is, one, social media influence, and people, I just saw that they did a study of how Gen Z is more attracted to events for the brand activations, for the brand influencer activations and campaigns. Right? If Taylor Swift gonna be at the event and she gonna sign autographs, you can get to meet her, whatever it may be. I'm going there to a book signing. I don't care about the book. I'm just gonna buy the book. like these brand activations, Coachella. Oh, I love all these artists, but I'm going to go to this pre-party during Coachella. I'm gonna miss some acts to go to this activation, etc. Everywhere you go, no matter what the big event, look around at all those kiosks and all those lines before you even start the event. That's what's happening. So Nike realizes, wait a minute, how long is high school? 4 years. How long is college? 4 to 6 years. That's 10 years. How many guys play 10 years in the league? Well, the guys that are Nike clients do. But what about all the other ones who were huge before? I give you one, Diego Pavia, right? I don't know if he's going to make an NFL team. He already got cut. Did he get back? Did he get picked up again already? I don't know. I ain't seen it. If he doesn't make an NFL team, that's a name. Damn near, if you're a football fan, that's a household name. You could have had, if he hit in high school, 4 years, 4 years, 6 years. That's 10 years of Diego Pavia. What's the next 10 look like? Not the same as these last 10. How many times we seen that? How many times we seen, definitely WNBA. How many of those women are amazing? We hear about them in high school. We see them in college. Then they get to WNBA. Some of them disappear because of the marketing and the business infrastructure, not exactly amplifying them. This is a smart play by Nike. Continue. Give me the VC take.
This is portfolio investing applied to athletic talent. You sign 11 high school football players, a few become generational stars. Those winners pay for the entire portfolio and then some. The rest still build the brand, generate content, and move product. It's the same logic behind early stage investing. Write enough checks at the right moment and the outliers change everything. Now think about what this means for recruiting. Colleges are no longer recruiting talent. They're recruiting brands. How many followers do they have? Can they move merchandise? Do sponsors already love them? This is athletic performance now paired with marketing performance. I played college football at Cal. I was a walk-on. I think about what NIL would have done for me. And honestly, I wasn't that great of a player, but I was a good businessman. I feel like I could have done a lot more. But here's the bigger shift. The athletes of the future won't just arrive at colleges with scholarship. The very best will arrive with sponsorship portfolios, media audiences, and businesses already worth millions. Nike just fired the starting gun for a completely new era of sport. Every industry, every business model, there's a larger opportunity hiding inside of it. I'm here to help you find them. Follow me for more tech and AI news. Nike.
I like him. First of all, I knew I liked him because he played football. Second of all, and you know the study, they say what, over half the CEOs in our country, Fortune 500 CEOs are former athletes. I think college athletes as well. Don't quote me on that. But a large proportion. Here's the thing that I loved about what he said is the fact that you're a brand, you understand that you're a brand, there's value in you, and it's going to shift how now colleges are receiving you in terms of athletics. And it's crazy how recruiting is now. Recruiting is not just, oh, you good? Okay, come on, we got a scholarship for you. No, we got a slot. We have slotted. They are forecasting. Their prospects are going way out. And they already we got our quarterback for 2028. We got a quarterback for 2029. You could be our second one. Like, we don't care how good you are right now. That slot, you know why? Because in part, we looking out for him. We are investing in him. This is no more, it's a scholarship for him. They're investing in him. And now they're going to open up the floodgates, Nike is, to have this happen. I leave you with this story this is true story. There was this basketball player, #1 in the country, that I was at a practice years ago. I'm just trying to throw y'all off now because y'all can figure this out. Years ago, I'm at a basketball practice, and this guy's on the phone. And I think it was Nike, I don't know. And they were talking numbers because I'm over here ear hustling, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, damn, what'd you say? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what? Boy over here getting something to eat. He is about to eat. And then gets off the phone. I said, what was that? He said, oh, man, it was this deal they trying to get going. I said, you on the phone with him? Yeah, we almost at the finish line. I said, how much they talking? He said, yeah, commas. I said, millies. Yeah, it's real out there. So beat it up in the comments what you think. How you feel? First of all, I love the fact that all this professionalism is coming to the youth level. We always love European basketball, and we love the European basketball players who come to the NBA and already skilled. They play a different brand. Well, a lot of them are young professionals. Okay? While we over here learning our ABCs and memorizing state capitals, which ain't gonna help you nowhere. ABCs maybe. But the point is, you want to be a professional? Learn to be a professional at a younger age. Higher demands. That's what culture is. Why are Nigerian Americans doing so well? Because they come with a culture like you're gonna be educated. You're gonna learn this. You're gonna learn. You ain't gonna be in this house if you ain't educated. Culture, right? Asian Americans, culture. Come on, man. What do you think? They born different? They look different. That's it. They ain't born different, but they raised different. Them expectations. Then you got other cultures. Look, why are black people so athletic? Because as soon as you're born, I mean, the stereotypes are real. As soon as you're born, your mama gonna say, let's do something. You doing something athletic. Next thing you know, you're dancing in the living room for $1. Come on, man. Why we can dance? People be, dog, culture is so powerful. Right? Why you think gangsters is, look, I done been to 2 of the Game concerts in the last 2 weeks. And I saw him walking in front of the crib a week ago. In front of, just walking down the street in a sweatsuit. I stopped and chopped it up because I actually know him. 3 times I done seen that blood. Let me tell you what's interesting. The culture. I'm from Compton. He from Compton. He from Cedar Block, right? All right. I grew up in Palmer Block, Common Crib. Was I banging? Hell no. 1, I moved when I was 6. So I moved over there Slauson, 60s. Was I banging? No. Why? Because I couldn't stay still long enough for the street culture to grab me. Because every time they try to grab me, damn that fool at practice. Damn that fool on the way to get to the library. Damn that fool working out again. You better know what culture is. Culture's strong. And we get mad when you're not winning because you don't want to look at your culture because your culture is going to talk about your habits. Culture's going to call you out. So you hide behind race. What are you going to say? We born different? Nah, you raised different, fool. Get there. Beat up in the comments. Y'all know I got to preach every show. Somehow, some way, I'm going to find a way. I thought that was fascinating. So fascinating. Where y'all want to go? Rich Paul? Oh, no. Let's say Rich Paul. We just heard Rich Paul. We just heard super slow-mo talk through it. Let's get to Brandon talking his ESPN talk. I think this is fascinating. We're going to talk. He said, skip ESPN if you're a third stringer. The hell? What you mean? What you mean? Let's see what that means. Oh, there's another Rich Paul. He talking about agents. Man, there's a lot of topics out here. It ain't no football yet. That's why. We're going to get that football soon. All right, so this is interesting. Brandon Marshall says, third string NFL players should skip ESPN. Got my attention. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby.
Man, I want to take this lane. I want to be on ESPN. And I asked him, I said, why? You know, like literally, like, you know, there's a lot of us that stood up podcasts or our own platforms, and we have more reach than 90% of these linear shows.
Although not always, right? Like you better have a strong enough brand and network to keep it going.
If I'm a player, if I'm an active player, think about
it. I love that point. Like you got to always come back. Like be careful. Risk, great reward, but also risk. Right? Not everybody is translated. We've seen it in a lot of the media people. Name them. We can name them. I'm going to tell y'all for real. I compete in that respect. I compete just like that. I'm like, who used to be on TV and now trying to do independent? And that's ahead of me and behind me. Ahead of me, McAfee. Ahead of me, Stephen A. Ahead of me, Shannon Sharp. Ahead of me, Teague and them boys, Club 520. Ahead of me, I'm sure there's like 5 others I ain't even thought of or ain't hip to. But behind me, oh, it's so many. Y'all stay, buddy. Some of them come out with machines. Some of them come out with these huge bells and whistles, glossies. Some of them just, it's the struggle bus. And that makes me feel good because I'm like, all right, people rock with me. One of my first intentions was, do you rock with me or did you rock with the network and the machine? I figured it out. I found out. Proof is in the pudding. They rock with me. They like hearing my rap Tourette's.
About this. We were exceptional, right? Where we got to like 1 million subscribers in 2 years, less than 2 years. It takes people years to do that. I can be the third stringer in the National Football League, start a YouTube channel and get 300,000 in the first year.
Oh, no problem.
Just off of one fan base. And if you continue to do that through your career, you may, look up and you have millions of subscribers and your YouTube channel is generating like significant revenue. Had someone the other day was like, man, I want to take this
Okay, so continue.
revenue for you post-career. So that's why I asked that question, why? From a business perspective, it makes better sense to do it independently. And also from a reach standpoint, it makes more sense. There's only like 2 or 3 shows that really, you know, like look at ESPN. Now Pat McAfee's there. Pat McAfee's crushing it, continues to crush it. But First Take, and now you have Get Up that's coming along. Everything else is like, do we watch?
Okay, so his conversation, as globally as it may sound, is actually a little more narrow than that. He's saying in success, even in building, but in building success independently, it's going to be more lucrative. It's going to be worth your while versus going on linear and then being an employee and not building your IP. And then you're going to have to come back to this place anyway. Because as ESPN does it, no matter how long you're there, you ain't there forever, right? Who's been there forever? Nobody. I mean, we just saw Carl Ravage get fired after 33 years. Nobody. Chris Berman, I guess, and he was there, Chris Berman. But it even felt like, I don't know what, it was a downshift, it was a shift away, a pivot. Chris Berman is not there, like he's like on a special ambassador role, it feels like. Point being, you got to come back here sooner or later. So why not start here? I love that point. But what Brandon is not saying, and maybe he's thinking it and just still saying, look, you're an NFL player. You're an active athlete. You have a brand already. Translate it immediately while you have attention. He's not saying all the missteps. He's not saying all the people who don't get traction, right? I don't want to say their names because it just feels like if you're trying to get traction, I don't think it's fun to see a video of people saying, look at you, you ain't doing well. However, if you ever come at me, I will say your names. Simple as that, because then it's all fair and love and war. So some people, it's a struggle. So then it becomes a survival mechanism. How do you stay alive while you find a way to thrive? How do you survive?
Revenue for you post-career. So that's why I asked that question, why? From a business perspective, it makes better sense to do it independently. And also from a reach standpoint, it makes more sense. There's only like 2 or 3.
Okay, let's get it out of there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, interesting topic. What I think is fascinating about it is the fact that you have the options now. Look at it. Look, Brandon Marshall couldn't have had that clip up 10 years ago. Even though podcasts were around, independent was going, those early adopters really kicked in and cashed in. That damn algorithm was hooking them up. Pre-pandemic algorithm, pandemic algorithm, hooked up. And I'm not saying it cheat code. It was just like, yeah, you should have been here. You should have got here early. Woo. Right? I remember Acho telling me his numbers. Acho got like the 600. Acho had like 600,000 subscribers in 2 months, 3 months. I'm talking like hooked. He caught a wave. He made a wave. I don't know what you call it. But now it's not that. It's not that. But at the same time, it still could be built, right? Like the floor just raises. What I love about this is not only do you get a real connection with people, like it just feels like ratings aren't just a number, it's like a real person, right? Like for real. I don't know Francisco Aguilera. I don't know Stomp. I don't know Mike. I don't know Sent Here, but I know y'all. It's like, what up, boy? You know what I mean? What it do? And the point is, you know people like that. You don't know them like that when they're rating. You don't know no damn Darian the Jedi Knight. So the point is, you get that, but also, let's be real, the business of it, if you just stay consistent, it does this. Even for those who are struggling right now, doing having the retention they want, it does this. If you just stay doing it, because people who will rock with you gonna rock with you. Those who don't won't. And then you just start grabbing new people here and there. The floor just raises. So your minimums, you're like, I'm going to make this a month if I just do this. I'm going to make that a month just doing this. What if it gets more? And then it bumps up. It's crazy. The sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. But what's the bottom? It raises every month, every time. Not consistently, but it's a stock market raise. You know that. Y'all know that. Remember that? That. All right. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. We got to get out of here on, I'm going to say that Wilt's last. I just did Brandon. Okay. We got to do Rich and Wilt. That's it. Yeah. Rich and Wilt. Okay. I think this is fascinating. What time is it? 6:40? Yeah, we could do that. Rich and Wilt. And we out of here. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. See, that is rap Tourette's when you say out of here. And that's how they start off that song. Two of America's Most Wanted. I got serious rap Tourette's. Unreal. I love this. I love this point right here. We're going to talk about Rich Paul. Why basketball shoes? Y'all not buying basketball shoes no more. Y'all don't care. It felt like I did this before, but it felt like I didn't. Let's go.
Let's just be frank. Basketball shoes are not it today.
Right.
Kids don't want to wear basketball shoes. Basketball shoes are no longer a lifestyle shoe.
Mm-hmm.
When we were growing up, when signature shoes were in their heyday, especially from a basketball perspective, the Barclays. And by the way, there's only been a few less than 10 signature basketball shoes that's actually sold.
Chuck Taylor's.
Well, okay.
Jordans.
Yes.
Kyrie's, Barclays.
Yes.
KD's.
Yes.
Kobe's.
Yes. Once he got to Nike.
Who am I missing? Penny's.
Yes. LeBron's.
Yes.
You weren't gonna say LeBron.
AI.
Yes.
We're up to 9.
Mm-hmm. And then the last one, you can you can put a bunch of people in there. The
Shaq.
thing about it is,
what about Shaq's?
When people say, okay, I have a signature shoe, great. How many, first of all, you have the silhouette. How many colorways do you have? I got 4 colorways. Okay. How many units are they making of each colorway? Are they making 2,000 units, 500 units, 25,000 units? How many? That matters, right? Some guys got 27 colorways. I know for a fact, I've been in several meetings, especially for us with LJ, where he had 28 colorways at a $260 price point. What that means is
you only have to sell 1 shoe for each colorway. You make a fortune.
What that means is for the way you have to think about it is for a mom with 2 boys, growing boys, to walk into a store and buy 2 pair of shoes, that's $520.
Damn.
Plus the t-shirt, something else. So that's a different dynamic. Now, if your price point is
sleeping in a tent that month, I mean, like,
if your price point is
rent?
$110 or $120, and it's we forgot John Morant, and he's more current now, but it's the dope silhouette, and it's the dope colorways, which they call energy colorways today, that kids really gravitate to. I think LaMelo Ball also moves pretty decent units as well.
He will now. Well,
colors, price point, etc. So, but back when we were growing up, it was different, right? You had Mike, you had Barkley, you had Penny. Penny didn't have as many, but he had enough.
Well, also Penny getting hurt messed that up.
But that's what I'm saying. The Penny had some really dope ones. He probably had one that wasn't as cool, but was still dope.
Penny. Huh. I'm getting out of this. That was too deep for the end of the show. I got to do that earlier. I was sitting there like, what? Colorways? What y'all talking about? All right. I want to end on some fun, some energy. Let's end on seeing this. Watch this. Yo, Wilt Chamberlain, 1, you were a dude. And 2, who are these dudes? I mean, unreal. First, I saw this and I thought it was the Good Time picture, like the picture in Good Times. I'm like, what the hell? Why they lighting it up like this? But it's an AI version of it. Let's check this dude out. He might have scored 100 for real, y'all. Watch this. Oh, I got to turn the sound off. All right, so they enhanced it AI so we can actually see him. Because back in those days, how are you, Bob? Watch this. All right, so this is Wilt Chamberlain. They tried to enhance it so we can see it. I don't know if this is fake or real, but these look like real plays and real moves to me. Okay. Oh, my God, the lazy hook. Oh, look, when you couldn't dunk, really, so they barely touched the rim. Look at this. Look at it. Who is defending you? That dude work at Circuit City now. Like, if he's alive, look how they turn away back in those days when they didn't want to defend. It's amazing. Ooh, you dunked, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get a tech. You better not dunk again. You know that Kareem rule. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. What happened to his head? What does he got on? Like a horse. Man, he had the laziest hook. I like it though. Somebody gonna block it from behind though in the 2000s. Oh, run that point. Throw that D. Oh, give me that. Yeah. No, he ain't blocking that one. Golly. I know they were mad for so many reasons at Wilt Chamberlain. This is a lot of reasons to be mad at this dude. He's doing too much. Goodness. One, it was too early in the integration for that to be happening. They're like, man, we let these brothers in and this is what they do. But two, he too athletic compared to them. Isn't it amazing? Like, we all grow not only as a civilization and society over time, you know, but the individual grows, like how we are a baby and then we, you know, boo-booing on our pamper and then we get adult and we grown and then right before you die, you still peeing and boo-booing in your pamper. It's like all cyclical. And it's amazing that like that's a sick athlete. And now we got like LeBron and like crazy sick athletes, the same or if not sicker. But we got a lot more Wilts, like Wemby's and Kevin Durant's, and like that's nothing now. It's crazy. Love to you guys, man. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And tomorrow we're gonna get after it. I already know the topic for tomorrow. I just saw it. Ooh-wee. ESPN. They talking about changing some things up there for real. For real. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Love for you guys, man. Have an amazing day. I know I will. Hey.